Alright guys, so what's up? So I just watched Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, and I decided, me and my friends decided we want to go watch another movie. We're gonna watch Bombshell. I'm really excited for this movie. I've been looking forward to this movie ever since it got announced. So let's go watch it.
Class, which is good because there's always a truck in front of a trailer.
Alright, so after the disappointment of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, I did go see Bombshell, one of the movies I was looking forward to the most this year, and it was really good. I really loved this movie. And where do I start with this movie? I'm keep this review short and simple for you guys, because I really want to save most of the movie for you guys. But I think that the movie was honestly, I love this movie. I thought that the story of this movie is obviously based around the Fox scandal, and not 100% of this movie is like completely like factual. They do make up some characters for the movie to keep the events going on in the movie, and I think it was a smart move to do so, because they made up a character in this movie that was interacting with Roger Ellis, which we'll get to in just a moment, and it just kept the movie's story kept on. It just made it keep on going, and it really worked. The movie isn't really like a drama like most would expect. It's more of the same style of the movie Vice with Christian Bale, where the movie isn't really a drama, but it's like a drama and a comedy. And I wouldn't really say a satire, but it's somewhere around that area. There were some really funny and clever jokes in this movie, but I think that the way that the movie was put together is easily my favorite part. Like, the movie didn't take itself too serious, but also when the movie was being a comedy, it really didn't like take itself like too silly to the core, where it's just goofy to watch. It honestly, it's honestly like the way the movie's story was told was honestly really damn good. And honestly, the performances in this movie should not go unseen. I think that Charlize Theron, she is noticeable as Megyn Kelly in this movie. Although I think like one of my biggest gripes against this movie is that they portrayed Megyn Kelly a little bit more like the hero of the movie, where if you actually like look up articles about her and all that, you know that there are a lot of faults to her in real life that I think that this movie is just completely ignoring, which I could see why they would ignore it, so they could make her look more like the good guy in this movie, or the good person in this movie. But I felt like there were some things that she's done in real life that they should have at least mentioned in this movie, because in real life, Megyn Kelly, like, it just, some of the things that she has to say aren't all that smart, but of course they had to keep it out of the way for this movie's own safety, so it kind of makes sense, but I don't know. But Nicole Kidman is also in this movie, and she's also really good. But I think my favorite performance in this movie is Margot Robbie, and she's easily my favorite character in this movie as well, because she's the character that gets to interact with Roger Ellis the most. And while she's a fictional character, and she wasn't a character that was actually like based off of real life person, a lot of the things that happen with her in this movie are just honestly, there's a specific scene where she interacts with Roger Ellis, who's played by John Lithgow, by the way, and he does a really good job. But there's this one scene where she's basically trying to get promoted, and Roger Ellis basically like shuts the door and like makes her do some uncomfortable shit, which I don't really want to talk about, nor do I want to spoil for you guys, because I think that's something that you guys should watch on your own. But it just made me feel really uncomfortable, and it just made me feel horrible for her. And I think that she's easily the best character in this movie, because out of all the characters in this movie, she has the most going on her story. And man, she just did a really damn good job in this movie. That's what, 3 for 3 performances for Margot Robbie this year. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Bombshell, and I don't remember what else she was in that I really liked her in. I think she was in something else, but really damn good job. I don't know if I have like any big gripes against this movie, like any like huge problems with this movie. I just loved the way the movie was told, and this movie's story was just like the movie's flow was just really good. I'm surprised by how much I love this movie, to be honest with you. I was expecting to like this movie, but I wasn't expecting to love the movie as much as I did. And this is one of my favorite movies of this year for sure. And yeah, so to go see Bombshell. I don't want to like give away any more information about this movie. I just want to let you guys see this movie. But anyways, I love Bombshell. Bombshell is one of my favorite movies this year. It's definitely worth paying for in full price admission. And with that being said, I'm gonna give Bombshell an A. I'm telling you, there's some pretty intense stuff in this movie. So I love Bombshell. I hope you guys love it the same way. Probably not. I don't know. The reviews do seem kind of mixed for this movie. But there are a lot of people on my side who do love the movie. And there are a lot of people who are on the mixed side. So let me know if you've seen this movie and what you think about it. But personally, one of my favorite movies of this year for sure. But anyways, go see Bombshell. Give it a shot. It's better than Star Wars. So go see that. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.